Your Country 103.9 KGRT. That's Chase Rice, Florida Georgia Line, drinking beer, talking God. Amen.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Nice sunny days ahead and great time to go around walking downtown, checking out all the cool things that they have there and cool drinks as well. Got to stay cool in all the heat, right? Friends, our question of the day basically comes from, actually reminds me of a little something I read on many years ago. There used to be a kind of a trade magazine called Radio and Records out there, and they had an article talking about how cool it is, or how people think how cool it is to be in radio. It says if you tell somebody, if you're at a party, you're at a place, an event, you tell people on radio, they automatically think you have the coolest job in the land. Now, I don't necessarily think that. Pretty cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I enjoy myself. I love my job, but there are lots of other things that are pretty interesting and kind of make you think, wow, that's kind of cool. So my question for you is, what is a hobby or maybe even a profession or job that someone does that automatically makes you think that person is interesting? You know, maybe a hobby like learning a language just because, right? Or aviation, you know, paragliding, flight planning, you know, any of that stuff is pretty fascinating. Or glass blowing. How many times do you run into someone who is actually a glass blowing artist? I think that's actually pretty cool. Or even any of the arts, music, painting, creating, anything with that creativity right there that makes you go, that is an interesting person. I don't know. Just a few examples for you there. And let's see. I was trying to think what impresses me. Oh, that's another something else. Maybe somebody who likes to work with cars, mechanics, racing. There's my racing friend for you. Yeah, I just got to throw that in there. But yeah, what is a hobby or maybe a profession that instantly makes you think that person is a very interesting person? Yeah, let me know your answers. You can call them in. You can text them in at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. Call, text, and of course you can leave your answers on our social media pages because we are live on our social media pages, including Facebook and YouTube, so you can go ahead and leave your comments there as well. For our question of the day today, what is a hobby that instantly makes you think that person is interesting? Maybe a hobby or a profession. Yeah. Go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day, which is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Double checking all the buttons. Got to make sure that everything's cool so I don't have somebody knocking on my door going, why isn't anybody talking on air? Okay. That only happened once last week. Hey, well, your question of the day. What is a hobby a hobby or a profession, I should say, that instantly makes you think that person is interesting? Maybe some woodworking, legit woodworking, like building kitchen cabinets or building furniture, stuff like that. That's a pretty interesting gig for sure. But yeah, maybe something that just makes you think that is an interesting person. Let me know your answers. Once again, call them in, text them in, 575-523-5478. And of course, you can leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. Larry the Cable Guy apparently was recently hospitalized for an appendicitis. Don't worry, he has already been discharged. I think that was done on Saturday, and he is at home feeling much better, I bet. Marge Simpson is being recast, kind of, in season 38. Can you believe 38 years of The Simpsons? Anyway, Demi Moore will play fake Marge in an episode entitled Yellow Mirror. Marge Simpson has been voiced by Julie Kavner since 1987. Wow. Looks like they're trying to get Justin Bieber to perform for the halftime Super Bowl. He performed at the FIFA World Cup halftime show, and that drew some mixed reactions, but apparently some interest from the NFL maybe. Also, Ryan Gosling apparently is going to play Ghost Rider in a film set for release in 2028. They had the big San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. They had the big Marvel panel. They announced a lot of movies and stuff coming up, including, I think, the next Deadpool movie going to be in the works. And I'm a big fan of Ghost Rider, the OG Ghost Rider, and it'd be nice to see how interesting that would be. Also saw that Birmingham, England McDonald's was recently fined after a customer saw a small mouse run across from the counter. Well, it was small mouse, maybe it was cooking in the back, little Ratatouille action going on. You never know. And also saw that Finland-based trend is helping people find love. Grocery stores are bringing in pink shopping carts for singles. They hope to spark conversations. Oh, so pink shopping cart, that means you're single and available. And, what do you happen, though, if they ran out of carts and the only one available is a pink cart? That could be the possibility of getting mixed up with things. This weekend's past box office results, Odyssey, number one, $87 million for this weekend, the second weekend. So a little bit of a drop-off, but not too bad. Moana came in second. Toy Story is in there at 5. Minions and Monsters and Hadestown kind of round up the top 5 there. And not a bad top 5 there. Still, a lot of sequels in there. So, once again, Hollywood, let's come up with some interesting ideas. And no, the Odyssey does not count as an interesting idea. It's been done several times. It's an old story. It's the oldest story, one would say. Friends, once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. And that question is very simply, what is a hobby or perhaps a profession that instantly makes you think that that person is a very, very interesting person? Maybe something in the arts, music, painting, creating anything really that makes a person very interesting right there. Or maybe it's something as simple as speaking a second language. That's pretty cool. A lot of people like that. So once again, go ahead and let me know your answers. Just got this text message in. It said, automotive fabrication, body man, painter, all without a single tattoo or piercing. Lots of hours, sweat, and obstacles, and nobody sees it. Yeah, that actually, body work and paint work on cars is very interesting because there's a lot that goes into that. And most of it is with a sanding block. Pretty much a majority of that time is pretty much that one from what I know. But that is very, very interesting. So what do you think, though? What is a hobby or a job that instantly makes you think that person is a very interesting person? Yeah, let me know your answers for our question of the day, which is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las